Welcome to the highlights of the first day of this Cornhill Test at Lord's, a day which began in grim fashion, I'm afraid, for England, with the news that Bob Willis, their main strike bowler and their successful skipper, was out of the side with a neck injury, and that David Gower would have to captain the team. The T in both of Mr. Bowler. We do say that a half volley is a half volley, no matter whether it's first ball of the match or after 2 or 3 hours. That's a good start for Merson Khan. That'll be 4.
Well, Merson here plays forward, covers it very well, and as the ball goes straight on, he clips it away just in front of square. Beautifully timed.
He really launched himself at that. Both these bowlers have a problem now with the ball not moving in the air at all. There's an air of quiet confidence out there about these two Pakistan batsmen. Merson Khan on 18, about to take strike, and Madassa and push that single on 6. He's given that some hammer. A bit of nervous energy expended there from Jackman.
Well, it was worth a shout. It's near enough, but the batsman's well forward, and constantly umpire says no.
A little lucky to get away with that. Let's go look for 4 runs. It's very good cricket, good chase away down to deep third man by Chris Tavare.
That's edged away. Well, the first chance I let off there for Madassa. Taylor going away to his right, try and pick up that little nick.
Well, a little movement for Botham, pitched well up, got a nice edge. Now, whether that would have carried to first slip, I don't know, but Bob Taylor was following the movement of the ball and had every right to go across to get it. Now we'll see, yes, whether he did get his hands on it.
That's a lovely shot. Feet into perfect position, clipped through mid-wicket. No need to risk a dangerous 4th run there, but those 3 runs to Mohsin Khan takes Pakistan past the 50. 52 on the board. And the excellent time here, just around a minute. Both of them again to Madassa. That's a pretty sharp one. Nice pick up and throw there by Lam. Didn't have a great deal to aim at. It's gone this time. Outside edge. Jackman takes the wicket. Madassa a little flash, and Well, Bob Taylor made up for that error he made a few minutes ago. So Mudassar goes for 20, 53 on the board now for the loss of opening bat, Mudassar Nazar.
Well, Bob Taylor's miss earlier wasn't costly. And Mudassar's been waving his bat a little outside that off stump. This time he gets, the ball holds its line and he gets a thin edge, just carrying to Bob Taylor.
Useful crowd too for the first day here, a Thursday, built up at Lord's. And what we've seen so far, they could be in for a very entertaining day. Beautiful shot over pitch, and saw right to the pitch of it. Long chase for Ian Gregg, and the chase in vain. 63 for 1, 35 now to Mohsin, 5 to Mansour. Botham to keep going. And again, that's wide ball, fairly wayward, uncontrolled shot.
And really, there's a little bit lack of experience here from Mohsin. It's very wide and it moves down the hill. It's a beautiful wicket to bat on, and he wants, for Pakistan's sake, he certainly wants to make the most of this very good opening.
And he's lashed away at that, gets 4 runs this time. But, shot of a man in form and with a pretty good eye. I think his feet and everything were a fair way away from that at the time, Tom.
Absolutely right, Jim. He just launches himself at it, doesn't he?
That's his 50. And what a good innings it's been.
And what a fine young player Mohsin looks. Another absolutely superb square cut. You see the way he gets across there and hits right down on top of it. Super shot, but not greatly intelligent bowling, I'm afraid.
Twice today, the wicket-keeper has gone across in front of first slip because the ball wasn't going to carry to that fielder.
And this, to me, doesn't seem to carry. No, just on the ground. Just pitched in front of first slip. And Bob Taylor not quite getting across in time.
Well bowled. It's no catch, came off the pad.
And here we can see this delivery moving up the hill. That moved quite considerably. A little bit of a loose shot from Mohsin there. He's been pinned down a little and looking to get on with the game again.
He's done that in no uncertain terms. It wasn't a half volley. He really did fling the bat at that. And with unerring precision, struck it right in the centre.
And he really does launch himself when he goes to hit the ball. That is a super shot, though.
He's got that away, but it's no wonder Hemmings was throwing his arms skywards. Hundred comes up.
Well, this is an amazing shot because it wasn't that short.
That was a fine shot by Mansour Akhtar, and there are 4 more runs added after that to take the total up to 107 for 1 at lunch. Good innings that from Mohsin Khan, 64 out of the 107. Mudasa, the one disaster as far as Pakistan were concerned, and Mansur remained 19 not out. We pick up play now after lunch in the 5th over. It's 117 for 1 now, 10 runs added, and Ian Botham's coming into bottom, Mohsin Khan.
That's edged away again, and another chance. So the second time it's happened to Botham here today. He had Mudasa dropped earlier in the morning. I think we'll see. This is a reasonable chance to slip.
Botham concentrating on this line outside the off stump. And reasonably, a relatively easy chance down by Pringle at first slip. Just wide of his right knee.
Let's flip that away very fine. 4 runs all the way. Perfectly judged, beautifully placed. Don't get much higher than that. There's quite a height up there. He's found the gap this time. 4 runs.
And there's Bob Willis and Donald Carr surveying the scene.
Here's Pringle. Didn't quite get that. Hemmings the fielder. Well enough, but the timing wasn't quite there. In fact, he's played very much a secondary role, Mansur Akhtar, which has been the sensible thing to do. Now Mohsin Khan full rein for his stroke play.
Glance off his legs for single, brings the 150 up for 1 wicket for Pakistan.
Beautifully fielded. Great piece of work. Mike Gatting, and then racing around there from forward square.
Well played off his legs, and Mohsin, there was a single, but they had to both be ready.
Once again sent back by Mansur Akhtar, and good fielding by the skipper David Gower. To Mohsin Khan, 29 to Mansur Akhtar. It's a lovely shot. It's 3 runs there to Mansur Akhtar. Really good innings. He's dropped out for lunch by Pringle or Botham. That's fine innings made out of 158. Great effort.
magnificent effort this by Robin Jackman. Mosin really crashed that backhand. And a wonderful effort.
Certainly worth a shout, but cut back so quickly that that was being done on that side.
And here, this one moving up the hill, and it moved quite a long way. Playing round his front foot there.
Sitting over the top when he slowed down, held up a bit. Tempting Mansour after into the drive, and it worked out for the batsman to bring him 4 runs. Plenty for the new captain to think about out there. Rough introduction. Test cricket as captain.
David Constant having a word with Eddie Hemmings there. That running on the wicket. Won't please the England batsman too much.
Well bowled. It's still 4 runs. Could very easily have finished up as a 4th bowl. So the 2 that he's tossed up have both gone for 4. So 54 Mansour. Came in at 53, has seen it through to 182. 130 balls, his 50 has come 6 fours, and follows on that first Test 50 he made at Edgbaston. Hasn't quite timed it, but it will still go for 4. And a reel in the middle of the bat, but the energy put into the shot saw it carry over the road.
And this is the launch shot, really. He froze himself at the ball.
To continue, I presume, in the style that used the other. Off stump outside, he's gone first ball. It's a dolly catch to mid-on. Always been a chance with either of these 2 batsmen that they would throw the wicket away. That friendly, slow little loosener from Botham, which Mansour had very kindly for him deposited in mid-on sides. So the second wicket going at 197 with Mansour gone for 57.
And I wonder what he's saying to himself. He's walking out there. Oh, what a waste.
Open then to Javed. That brings 200 up. So come in good time here in the 64th over for the loss of only 2 wickets. Nicely timed. No effort at all in that shot. Just plucked it nicely off his legs. We're looking for 3.
That's the tea time score, 206 for 2, 116 to Mosin Khan. Well, that's a marvellous moment for him to come to Lord's and to make a century, the highlight of any young batsman's career, any batsman of any age for that matter. Madassa 20 and Mansour Akhtar 57 to follow on the 58 he made at Edgbaston, and Javed Miandad just starting to run into a little bit of form there, 5 not out. Here's the first over after tea. Just 2 runs have been added, and Eddie Hemmings, the off spinner, is still coming in from the pavilion end. Javed Miandad is taking straight. Just wouldn't read about it. You just saw it, and you will read about it but that is incredibly bad. Chris Tabaret was the man going away to his left. Keep your eye on Javed Miandad as he suddenly appears in picture just after Tabaret has thrown. Only just made the crease for his first run, and he's gone charging away down there. Now Hemmings has made good ground of the ball, taken it without panic, and moved back very smartly. So some good cricket there from Hemmings. Through the gap. Favourite shot was here. Anything that's a little bit short.
Good shot for one.
Still in action, and there's an edge there. So it took everybody by surprise, I think, including wicketkeeper Taylor. Well, that's 4 runs, beautiful shot. Typical Zahir shot there, and the forward to drop the slightest bit short there to him. Look at the wrist, a single to Zahir, and 250 goes on the board. Good scoring rate, 250 for 3 in the 82nd over. 45 score. Comes down the wicket, one over the top, straight, beaten around, it's going up that little hill there. And it counts as 4 more.
And Mohsin moving his feet down the wicket, getting well to the pitch of the ball.
That's a gift for him. Bad ball there by Eddie Hemmings, short, stroked away to give Mohsin Khan a 150 score. That goes about, his total goes on to... Put his head down and is marching on towards another. 256 balls did receive for 150 runs, so 18 balls.
More run added to take the total at the end of the day up to 295 for 3, and that extra run was a no ball. Mohsin Khan, a fine innings that, 159 not out. He had 1 or 2 slices of luck, but you play your luck in this game, and it was a splendid knock, a good attacking knock by a fine young opening batsman. Madassa 20, Mansur Akhtar 57, Javed Miandad, the most unfortunate run out that for 6, and Zahir Abbas 44, looking ominously good towards the end with only 2 wickets taken there, plus the run out of Javed Miandad. Botham won for 79.
These batsmen coming to England is to score 100, a test match 100 at Lord's. Is that the case with you?
Well, definitely is. I think it was one of my biggest ambition to play for Pakistan and score runs at Lord's. And I think it's a treat for me.
It was a case not only of brilliant stroke play, but of patience and discipline today, and perhaps you have the events at Edgbaston in your mind when some of your batsmen got in and then got out again.
Yeah, I would say that, but I think some of my senior players really supported me a lot. You know, whoever batted with me, first it was Mudassir, and then Mansoor is not here, we are the same, you know. But he helped me a lot, then Zahir and Mirdad. Mirdad wasn't there for long, but they all supported me very much. They pushed me into, you know, just to keep my concentration there. And I think that helped me a lot.
I'm sure it does, and as well, it's a very good piece of teamwork. Well, Pakistan had a marvellous day, 295 for 3 at the close on the first day is something they might have dreamt about, but wouldn't really have thought would happen once they got onto the field. It was helped certainly by the marvellous innings from Mohsin Khan, some good team batting all the way through, but England's cause wasn't assisted at all by the fact that they had their main strike bowler, Bob Willis, out of the side through injury, and that they dropped 3 catches. That really was a dismal performance of catching. Ground fielding was good, but you can't offer 3 chances to batsmen of this quality and expect to get away with it. And on top of that, David Gower had the misfortune to lose the toss. Gower's captaincy, well, he did nothing wrong as far as I could see, but the toss combination, when you put it with the drop chances, really made a big difference. The one man who will remember today more than any other is Mohsin Khan. No matter what happens to him for the rest of his career, second day's play of this Cornhill Test match at Lord's on Friday the 13th. An ominous sign perhaps for England, because Pakistan yesterday started off so magnificently in this test that they must win if they're to square this series. 295 for 3 they were at the close of play, with Mohsin Khan dominating proceedings, 159 not out. A fine innings that. He had a couple of slices of luck, but you don't mind that if someone plays as well as he did. Mudassir 20, Mansoor Akhtar 57, Javed Mirdad, a poor piece of running between the wickets there, out for 6, and Zahir Abbas looking very, very good in making that 44 not out. And today, everything started off in a rather gloomy aspect, I'm afraid, because although there was some sunshine early on, the clouds gathered at Lord's, and some really heavy ones around when Ian Botham came in to bowl the second over of the morning. No runs added, and taking strike is Mohsin Khan.
So safely away with the first run of the day. That's a lovely piece of fielding. Been pretty good all day yesterday, the England ground fielding. Ian Gregg doing a sound job there, saving the single. That's his purpose at backward point. That's a typical Zahir Abbas shot. Beautifully controlled, perfectly placed, 4 runs. So that's the boundary that brings 300 on the board for Pakistan. Pringle then to continue. And Mohsin throwing the bat to one which just moves slightly down the hill.
Well, Pringle has bowled pretty steadily, and there he bowls one, the general line of the England aim, outside the off stump, and Mohsin a little bit impatiently flings his bat.
Not where he intended, but there's no third man. It's racing away for 4 more. That brings up Zahir's 50. Very thick 3/4 bat really on that. And off goes the bat in recognition of yet another classical performance by Zahir Abbas. 7 fours, 103 balls, and in addition to those 700s he's made in Test match cricket, that's his 1250. that was a half volley, and it's been beautifully struck away through the offside. Food and drink to Zahir there. And quietly, they've put together 100 runs, these two. 208, and Javed was run out. And he steered that away very skillfully past Greg this time. But, he's content with 2. Well, they finally got him away. But, long accurate spell there, 25 minutes before Pringle conceded those 2 runs. Four overs this morning. 22 overs in all for 48. And as we talk, the clouds coming nearer and nearer overhead, over the back of the pavilion. Their batsmen have been asked about the light. Well, that's an excellent gesture on behalf of Zahir. Don't blame him, the way he's playing, mind you. He's having no problem with the light. Well, after some brilliant work earlier on, slipped there by Ian Gregg.
Still no change in the bowling. Pringle to continue.
That's a lovely shot. Launched himself again into that. First boundary of the morning for Mohsin.
Timed it much better than his other shots, and with a full flow of the bat.
That's the short one, which is powered away square on the leg side for 4 more. And Mohsin Khan really taking toll of Derek Pringle in this over.
Interesting looking at that bouncer from Robin Jackman. Suddenly watching Zahir reminded me of one of Australia's best players since the war, Doug Walters, and the way he played bouncers, which was to leave the bat up in the air, and it got him into all sorts of trouble against some quicker bowlers. Almost exactly the same as that. Single to Mohsin Khan takes him on to 188, and that's a significant figure in Pakistan Test match history because it beats the previous best record on this ground by Hanif Mohammed way back in 1967.
Oh, that's a marvellous stop. An incredible pick up there. Certainly looked like 4 runs from the moment it left Mohsin's bat.
And you can see how hard he gives this delivery. Really cracks it. And a brilliant one-handed, left-handed pickup. And a good throw to follow it.
Zahir then on 75, Jackman the bowler. And he's bowled it. And he's got one through. So success, nobody can believe it. So 361 now for 4 with Zahir, bowled by Jackman for 75. So nice reward there for a lad who's been plugging away for a long, long time.
And here we can see him playing well outside the line of this ball. It pitches just outside the off stump, goes straight on, and hits the outside of the off stump. And this is really what Robin Jackman was brought into the side to do, to bowl tidily, to keep things up together. And despite a slightly wayward spell first thing yesterday morning, he's done a fine job for England here.
And a slightly more aggressive feed now. 2 slips in the gully pushed in for Jackman. was a nervous, tentative push outside off stump.
As Jim said, a nervous push forward. He didn't get too far over there, did he?
Well, he's finally made contact, gets off the mark, but mostly not to hurry. So he'll feel a great deal better for that, no doubt. So Haroon Rashid to face Botham. And he's given him out LBW. Haroon Rashid never happy there. And after the Lord Mayor's show, the old story at the end of a long partnership, and poor Haroon Rashid, who's not had a very happy time out there, goes for one. LBW to Botham. So Botham finally justifying the faith his skipper had in bowling him for this very long spell. 364 now for 5, with Haroon gone for a single.
Haroon moving that back foot in line and hardly coming forward at all. Striking him about middle and off, and would certainly have hit the middle stump.
Still did well enough to get it away past the man out there at mid-off, Mike Gatting. Now. Flashing eyes will have taken in a little twirl of the scoreboard from 198 to 199. Rain is belting down between our camera lens and the balcony. Astonishes people who just on the fringes of cricket that batsmen should worry about the extra one from 99 to 100 or the extra one from 199 to 200 when he's played with perfect calm for every other moment of the innings. It's just something that grabs hold of you out there. And the ironic things about a situation like this is that the crowd putting up their umbrellas will be inclined to hoot if the players go off the field. Yet if you were to suggest to them they sit there bareheaded in the rain without coats on, they might not be all that receptive. Away they go. Imran Khan was the one who had strike, and there go the hoots and the jeers, and down comes the rain. And in goes Mohsin Khan, still with 199 against his name. Well, that was the score 20 minutes after lunch, 371 for 5, with Mohsin Khan just one away from the double century, and what a way to have to go back to the pavilion with that delay. The players didn't come back on until 6 o'clock, so there was a spell there of 4 hours when Mohsin Khan was sitting back in the pavilion on 199. Fine innings from him, but also a little bit of despair there when he wasn't able to get that one he needed and wanted so badly. When the players came back on at 6 o'clock, the light wasn't all that good. I doubt if Pakistan would have wanted to play unless it suited them, and it certainly did suit them. They were looking for quick runs now because of the loss of time and the chance of a declaration to get England in. Here's Robin Jackman coming in now. He's bowling the second ball of his over, the one he resumed, interrupted by the rain earlier in the day, and Imran Khan is taking strike.
And that's hammered off the back foot. And that outfield certain to be a little wet and greasy. So he's taken 3 runs, which will give Mohsin a chance to face the bowling. Jackman again. There's a bit of a chance there for that deflection. Quite a wide gap between the square leg and the keeper. It wasn't to be, and Mohsin's got to wait a little longer. Both of them then to Imran Khan. Oh, that's a beautiful shot. Dropped short, powered away off the back foot. Kicked the fingers there of Ian Gregg. He'll warm him up for a little while and hit with an enormous amount of power and strength.
And a magnificent shot this. Imran cracking that square. Beautiful balance. Hit it like a rocket.
Yes, that's the one that Mohsin would have fancied to.
I reckon.
It's always going to be an easy single there. Mohsin just a little scared and worried. And again the field go back, trying to deny him this 1 run he requires. And that's it. Made sure off comes the helmet. There's a very delighted young man, and what a great occasion it is for him. Wonderful exhibition from Mohsin Khan. Congratulations from his teammates, from majority of the England side. Very popular young player. 200 then made out of a total of 380 for 5. 23 fours in that double century, and it's the 8th 200 made here at Lord's.
And a magnificent performance by this young man. He's kept it going, played the odd airy-fairy shot outside the off stump, but really speaking, a marvellous performance.
And gone now are the attacking fields, which have been a feature of England's out cricket during the course of this summer. Just content now on containment. Single slip. The rest of the England fielders dispersed in run-saving positions. And he's gone. Caught behind. Jackman takes another wicket. 200 for Mohsin Khan. Nicely caught by Tavri, just lurking behind there by the square leg umpire. And that moment of relaxation and that long innings is ended.
What it must feel like to get 200 at the headquarters of cricket. He's only 27 years old, and it must be a marvellous feeling just walking off there to this enormous applause. And Robin Jackman firing that one at the leg stump, and Mohsin clipping it very firmly, and Chris Tavri picking that up just behind square.
Tahir off the mark, forced that away quite nicely, in fact, off the back foot. Chapman to Tahir. And he's caught. Good bowling. Jackman strikes again. Gattin taking a good catch at mid-off. Very brief appearance from Tahir. Obviously, one would think under instructions to try and crack it along in this closing period of the day, with the possibility of England going out there to bat tonight. 382 now for 6, and the 4th wicket for Robin Jackman. And a look again from the nursery end, as Tom Grosvenor said. Nicely disguised slower ball. Not often you see a quickish bowler beat somebody in the flight. Lovely catch there by Mike Gattin. And Robin is a Robin too, absolutely delighted himself, bouncing around down there. Excellent figures on this pitch. So Belford now looking for a turn to improve his figures. Monster here by Rosenbaum. A great roar of applause for Jackman as he feels the ball. So down at the mound, they've taken to him.
Well, it hasn't been a bad Friday the 13th for Robin Jackman.
Up comes the 400 now for Pakistan. Magic figure. Always looks so much better than something in the 390s. And he's gone, doesn't even bother to look. And Botham has picked up another wicket there. Imran Khan out for 12, caught by Taylor off Botham. 8 down now for 401. Wasim Bari is 16. This was Ian Botham's third wicket. Very faint edge and a safe catch for Taylor. It only just carried. He had to take it down around about the ankles. Out there underneath those covers when the rain was belting down. There must have been a bit of sweating. Botham certainly got more lift and movement off the seam since the players came back on. Safely away over slip. There's no field placing can take care of that. Valuable runs for Pakistan. 424 for 8 now, but that one going off the outside edge, top edge, really old-fashioned slog. That's a fine performance from that last pair. Wasim Bari 24 not out, and Abdul Qadir with some flashy-looking strokes, 18 not out, a partnership of 27, and very valuable runs those are for Pakistan. 428 for 8, and the two bowlers to take all the wickets for England. Iron Man Ian Botham 3 for 148, and the best bowler for England today, Robin Jackman, a wholehearted effort from him, 4 for 110, and he'll have done his chances no harm in the light of selection for Australia later in the year. And a fine effort also from Mohsin Khan, who reached 200 today. Not many people have done it at Lord's, but this is the way he made his runs, and I think it's fascinating to look at something like this, where the chart of his runs have been kept, and you can see just how strong he is. He's batting at the pavilion end here, and you can see how strong he is by forcing the ball off his pads. He's made most of his runs there on the onside, and there when he's batting at the nursery end, some on the offside as well. You remember he flashes away there on the off stump, hits it away through the offside there, but most of those runs are on the onside. A tremendous performance from him, and he joins an illustrious band there. Bradman, Hammond, Hobbs, Compton, Brown, Donnelly, Hardstaff, and now Mohsin Khan in this Lord's Test match, an even 200 in 1982. Great performance from him. He's a very good player, and he'll make a lot more runs for Pakistan in the future. Well, now, what chances in this game? I think Imran Khan should close immediately. I wouldn't waste one moment out there tomorrow by batting on. There's time lost already, about 4 hours today. He needs every moment he can to bowl out England. It doesn't matter when he bowls them out. The pitch is good. No one is going to get at Pakistan in the second innings. I think he should declare straight away, get England in, and then try and needle them out. So it's been a great day in particular for one man, Mohsin Khan, who joined that marvellous band of cricketers here at Lord's today. Welcome to the highlights. A day where Pakistan started doing all the right things by closing at their overnight total of 428 for 8. Just a reminder that Mohsin Khan made 200 to join a select band of players who've made test match double centuries at Lord's, and that Wasim Bari and Abdul Qadir were the not-out batsmen. 428 for 8, and just 2 wicket takers in the England side. Ian Botham 3 for 148, and Robin Jackman 4 for 110. So Pakistan worked along the right lines this morning. It didn't matter very much if they made more runs. What they really had to do was get out there and get stuck into England and take as many wickets as possible. If they could do it, they needed to bowl out England today. Here's the first over. It's the third ball. No runs on the board so far, and Derek Randall is taking strike to Imran Khan. Nicely played way between those 2 short legs. Randall's off the mark. Randall's off the mark. A third man, and 4 runs. It's extraordinary the number of runs scored down in that area these days. And that's good luck for Sarfraz. Tavare, I think, started to try and push the ball away, then changed his mind because he would have been hitting the stumps, and in the end the ball knocked off the bail anyway. First blood to Pakistan and to Sarfraz.
Well, a little unlucky here, but the bowler digs it in. Tavare plays it, not quite easily, but certainly in the middle of his bat. Turns round, and too late to be able to do anything about it. A little bit unfortunate for Tavare there.
218 runs in test matches for Alan Lamb so far. Average is just over 36. Very useful delivery.
Well, this took him certainly by surprise. He dug that in and really got it high up. The perfect bouncer, really. In the position he got, he'd no option but to try to play it. And it would have been very unfortunate if that helmet had have rolled the other way.
Beautiful piece of bowling, those 2 deliveries. The first one, the good bouncer, and the next, the good away swinger or cutter.
Well, this wicket looked pretty dead when England's bowlers performed on it, but now, this morning, extra pace, the ball digging into the wicket, certainly been that little bit of movement.
Good over. And perhaps it's easier to see now why Pakistan declined the offer of only 1 bounce run over. It's a nicer pace. Although someone the other day wrote about Sarfraz as being the same pace bracket as Imran Khan, it's not quite true. As Derek Randall just proved.
Well, he's at least a yard and a half short of pace compared to Imran, and here he tries to dig a bouncer.
No need to do anything but walk up the pitch after that Pretty firm blow down the ground.
So it's been a lively first 40 minutes here. A few runs scored, 38 on the board. And some really fiery pace bowling from the man in action now, Imran Khan. Quite amazing the number of runs that have come in this match down in that third man area. England bowled the whole time there without a third man. A lot of runs came down there for Pakistan, and now Pakistan bowlers are following suit. That's a no ball, just stroked away through mid-off by Randall. It's Tahir giving chase. So the 50 comes up for England in good time too. Just smack on a run a minute, 50 minutes for the first 50, in the course of which they've lost the wicket of Chris Delvery. Never a dull moment with Randall on his batting or fielding.
And here it looked as though Derek Randall slipped with his back foot there. Yep, very, very close to that leg stump. And here we can see how close it does get. Whoa.
Sarfraz again to Randall. Bit close to leave, Derek Boyd.
And here you can see it, and really speaking, I suppose that missed by a couple of inches, and Sarfraz in the main has made the ball go up the hill, off the seam. And I would say that was a very, very dangerous thing to do then.
Oh, well bowled. That was really one out of the blue. All coming up the hill and then one going the other way.
As you see how wide he goes on the crease, and he just holds that one up. Magnificent delivery.
It's a good delivery. They're getting into it out there this morning, Pakistan. They know this is their big chance. With this first new ball, the opportunity to break through the England batting, and Sarfraz has 2 wickets. Randall bowled Sarfraz for 29.
And Sarfraz has been causing all sorts of problems in the last 2 or 3 overs. That, in fact, was fairly well pitched up and just held itself down the hill. Just watch the line of the bat as it comes down. And just pulling across the line a little bit, playing it on the onside, and he straightened it up there.
Nice calm way to get off the mark. 70 for 2. And, there'll be all sorts of things flitting through David Gower's mind out there, not least of which will be that if he plays his normal game, drives away through the covers, extra cover, hits it past point, and is caught behind or caught at slip, will he be regarded as being irresponsible? Doesn't matter so much if you're not captain. Oh, it's a great delivery. Great delivery, almost the perfect Yorker. Did he get a little touch?
Here we can watch this. And that curves back into him. And I should think he probably got a little touch. Brilliant piece of bowling.
packed house. Rises to Imran Khan. It's an excellent piece of captaincy and a fine spell of bowling.
And this is beaten him completely for pace.
That's a very good session for Pakistan. 2 more runs were added before lunch to take the total up to 80 for 2. David Gower on 2, Alan Lamb 27, and very good tactics in that session for Imran Khan to bring himself back on to bowl to the England captain. And my word, didn't he give him a torrid time there. Very good bowling performance by all those medium pacers, and the quick bowler who did a wonderful job, Imran Khan, the skipper. We pick up play now with 2 runs added after lunch. It's the second over, and Sarfraz Nawaz is the man coming in. Alan Lamb is taking strike.
That's a good shot. Short, offline, cracked off the back foot by Alan Lamb. That's 4 runs. And he's gone, I think, yes, caught behind, hold it up. Lamb's gone, Haroon Rashid, tight short leg there, taking a very good catch off the bowling of Tahir Nakash. So 89 for 3, the England score, with Alan Lamb falling on 33.
Well, a good wicket for Pakistan. Tahir Nakash putting every effort into this ball and getting a little inside edge onto his pad, just above his knee, and it knocks it up to Haroon at forward short leg.
Botham's away. Nice half volley for him, but very confident. The strike in this field by Qadir will bring him 2 runs. Sarfraz, no to Botham for a change. That's a good shot. The leg stump, tucked away quite nicely. Just hasn't got the legs to reach the ropes, but there's 3 runs in it for Ian Botham.
It's the 5th time Imran Khan has gone past the outside edge of David Gower's bat now. 4 times in that pre-lunch spell. And there again with an absolute beauty that went away in the air and then hit the seam and went towards first slip. Been good. That's good picking up and throwing. Very keen out there, Pakistan. Takes England on to the 100 mark. Wide. 100 for 3. The men out: Taveray, Randall and Lamb. 7 to David Gower, 5 to Ian Botham, 100 for 3. Beautiful shot. No sooner had it left the face of the bat than it was rattling against the boundary board. Safe, away from the man at deep backward square. 4 more to Botham, and he looks as though he's just about to unleash an attack. 9 for 3, 8 to Gower and 13 to Botham. Botham has gone past Gower, although he's only been there for a short time. Well, what on earth is going on out there? An extraordinary appeal and action and follow on out there.
Goes for the LBW shout and puts up a performance which should have won him an Oscar in many places, and he's still questioning that decision. David Constant quite rightly objecting to it. Oh, very, very nearly bowled him. What another good ball that was.
And Ian Botham in all sorts of trouble here. So he's... My goodness, that was close to the corner of the off stump.
And Abdul Qadir, the mysterious spin bowler, bowling to Botham. Hasn't tried any heroics against him yet. Quietly picked his ones here and there. He's put together now a 50 partnership with David Gower. These two coming together. When Lamb was out at 89, who've taken it on to 139. But it's been hard, tough going for both batsmen, and particularly for David Gower.
What will Botham say about that? Mohsin Khan is having the match of all time here. He's come in there and taken a super catch. Botham hit it beautifully against the spin. And Botham will be kicking himself. But Mohsin Khan has just added to that marvellous batting performance he put on. There's still Pakistan's bowlers on top there. There are 9 runs added to take that tea time score along to 166 for 4. It was tough going for all the batsmen there. Gower's hung in there for 29 not out, and Gatting is there on 2. Botham was the one who looked as though he might take the battle along to the Pakistan bowlers, but in the end, Abdul Qadir, with that first ball around the wicket, saw him off due to that marvellous catch by Mohsin Khan. Here's the second over now after tea. There are 3 runs added, and coming into bowl is Imran Khan, and taking strike is David Gower. Four wides. He's bowled very well, but just occasionally he hasn't really had enough control, and those extras are mounting.
Well, he swings this up the hill, and literally the wicket-keeper had no chance of getting to that.
Here, and Imran Khan has taken his first wicket. Mansur Akhtar takes the catch. Gower has gone for 29, having survived time after time outside the off stump to Imran Khan, and finally the Pakistan captain claims a well-deserved wicket.
Well, Imran lets him have a short one here. Instinct again, he gets ready to pull it, but the movement down the hill catches him on his bat much earlier than he expected, and all he could do was knock it up in the air and give an easy catch to mid-wicket.
Beautiful shot by Gatting. Good timing, perfect placement. Really good shot.
Gatting gets a single, and I should think that Qadir is pleased that he's going to have another bowl at Pringle.
And he's go. No, he's out caught. Little nick onto the pads. Qadir gets rid of Derek Pringle. Little edge onto the pad, and Harold Bird, no hesitation there in upholding that appeal. So Pringle, who never really looked happy against the spinner, He's gone for 5, and England are 187 for 6.
Well, the danger of playing forward with your bat and pad close together. He just gets a little nick from the googly onto his pad, and up it pops to forward short leg.
So 187 for 6. Gatting still there on 9, being joined by Ian Gregg. It's desperately needed now by these all-rounders. Down the middle of Gregg's bat, that will be a great relief to the Sussex all-rounder. He's off the mark with 2 runs. So 5 off the over, but Imran's figures certainly not doing him any sort of justice at all. 1 for 54, and could very easily have been 3 or 4 for 40. A shot of Concord. And his LBW. Yes, Ian Gregg in a terrible tangle there. Some marvellous spin bowling coming from Kadir. So Gregg goes for 3, and real trouble now for England.
From the nursery end. Yes, pitched about leg stump, dodged through. Gregg not reaching in front of his bat to try to get the ball clear. Find it hitting his back foot. No doubt about that decision.
Yes, good decision. That ball went to it, hit the back leg. The back leg was only a matter of 6 inches away from the stump, so the ball pitching round about leg middle. Good a shot as we've seen played off the leg spinner by Mike Gatting. So the 200 comes up. 202 now for 7. Gatting moving on to 18, and he's played jolly well. That's a good firm shot. No fool with the bat. Eddie Hemmings improving it there, getting nice into position and tucking it away for 4 runs on the offside.
Mudassir Nazar. Tremendous angle Mudassir gets there. Another extra. Score creeping up. 229 is the mark England need to avoid the follow-on. Now, how soon, I wonder, will the umpire start thinking about the light? It's not very good out there.
And an excellent delivery this from Sarfraz, wide of the crease, but he still manages to make it move away a fraction. And that was very close to the off stump.
He's done him this time. And that's 217 for 8. 2 wickets to go and still 12 needed to avoid the follow-on.
And Eddie Hemmings playing round this, getting through the gate, up the hill again. And a fine piece of bowling by Sarfraz.
A very, very good flipper or top spinner, whatever he calls it. That really did zip off, and he beat Taylor quite conclusively. Taylor out for 5, Gatting is 31, and Robin Jackman will make the long walk down in just a moment.
And this one of the plumbest LBWs I've seen for a long time. You couldn't hit anything but the middle of the stump with that one.
I'm reminded immediately of Ken Palmer's remark, which possibly he shouldn't have made, but he was mentioning that if all the appeals had been given to Pakistan at Edgbaston, England wouldn't have made 25 in either innings.
And the umpires conferring with the batsman. I don't think there's any doubt that the light is not really fit. They've offered it to the batsman and they've decided to come off.
I'm not surprised England decided to come off, and I'm certainly not surprised the umpires have offered the light, because it's as bad as I've seen light in England since the light meters came in. So it's 226 for 9 with Gatting 31 not out. We're still on tenterhooks to know if England will save the follow-on. 229 is the figure, so 3 more required, and Robin Jackman is naught. If you back Pakistan, or if you're a Pakistan supporter, that looks an absolute delight. 226 for 9, still 3 needed to save that follow-on. A top score there among the batsmen, Alan Lamb on 33, 2 others into the 30s, and extras 46. Now, on only 4 occasions have extras ever top scored in a completed Test match innings. This one's not complete yet, 1 wicket to go, and we might have the 5th occasion here tomorrow at the home of cricket. And included in that extras is another little mini record of 13 wides compared with the 12 that stood before today's match. So a fine performance there from the Pakistan bowlers, with Imran Khan quite outstanding but not taking the wickets. 1 for 54 in 22 overs and 4 maidens. Sarfraz, I thought, bowled very well today, moved it off the seam and in the air, 3 for 56. 1 for 25 to Tahir, who has torn side muscles and may not take much further part in this match. And Abdul Qadir, 24 overs, 9 maidens, 4 for 39, and if I give the full figures there, you must excuse an ageing leg spinner for just looking back today and thinking how marvellous it was to see a man exhibit all the wiles of the craft. So the match tomorrow, Sunday, the first time there's been Sunday play at Lord's, is in an intriguing position. 3 runs needed for England to save the follow-on, but I don't go with the obvious view that Pakistan will be too worried about that. I know it's important for England to save the follow-on, but I think Pakistan have the best of both worlds. They can either make England follow on if they dismiss them straight away, or they can go out there and fling the bat and make something like 150 or 200 and set England a target between 350 and 400, not too many sides, make that sort of target in the 4th innings of a Test match, particularly one that's been as low scoring as this, and Pakistan bowlers were very much on top. Everything, as far as England are concerned then, depends on Jackman and Gatting, the not-out overnight batsman, in a Test match way back in 1954. Could this be the second time? Well, welcome to the highlights of the 4th day of this Cornhill Test match at Lord's, a game that was in a fascinating position at the start of the day, with England needing just a few runs, 3 in all, to avoid the follow-on. 226 for 9 they were, with Jackman not out naught, and Mike Gatting, who had made everything look relatively easy out there, on 31. The Pakistan bowlers, who had England in that type of state, Imran Khan and Abdul Qadir, had turned in a tremendous performance, although Sarfraz had taken 3 wickets and bowled very well early on. Abdul Qadir, the leg spinner, 4 for 39. Well, here's the first ball of the day. Imran Khan is coming in, and taking strike now is Mike Gatting.
Asking for an LBW, that ball again nipped back quite sharply. I would have thought doing a little too much. Some more support here for Pakistan, although the crowd at the moment certainly not a great one. the single which has been offered to him. One imagines now there'll be a slightly different field placing for Robin Jackman. So just 2 more wanted to save the follow-on. Imran again to Jackman. Change been made, forward short leg, and looks like a silly mid-off going in there as here. So just the 2 slips. Abdul Qadir coming closer to save the 1 at mid. And he's out this time, the finger's gone up, the appeal has been answered in Imran's favour, and Pakistan, if they wish now, of course, can make England follow on. Disappointed Jackman there, looking at his bat, not terribly happy. He feels he's let the side down. Just 2 runs needed to make sure that Pakistan bat again.
And a very similar sort of delivery, slanting in. And swinging quite sharply.
I think they're in full toss on the boot. That's probably why the decision was answered in favour of the bowler there.
So just a tantalising 2 runs short for England there, with Robin Jackman, LBW to Imran, and the follow-on enforced. 1 more wicket for Imran Khan to boost his figures to 2 for 55. He deserved much better than that, but it was a fine performance by Pakistan to get England into such a state. Here's the 2nd ball of the England 2nd innings after they were made to follow on. Taking strike is Derek Randall, no runs on the board, and it's the Pakistan skipper Imran Khan coming into bowl.
No doubt about the pace of this fella. He's sharp as anybody, I think, playing first-class cricket at the moment.
It's interesting watching this, see Randall's back foot going away. He's getting quite a way outside the leg stump, which, to my mind, is the wrong direction to be going.
Well, always nice to get the first run, a scampered single, sees England move off the mark. Pakistan crescent. And in the distance, the Mosque and Regent's Park. Recall anybody who has more trouble with his paddle than Mr. Randall. This really is a remarkable fella.
I wonder if David Constant has a needle and cotton.
So Imran again to Tafri. Tried his best, presenting with a wicket. Bad shot, that.
Well, here he digs one in, and it really shoots off that wicket and climbs. And Tavri is helpless. Tries to play it. Not much kind of a shot.
Good shot. Beautiful placement there. Just split the 2 men at cover point and extra cover.
We have a nice gentle long up from Safraz, and Derek Randall has lots of time to find his feet and stroke that beautifully through extra cover for 4.
good piece of fielding out there. Applause from Randall himself. That's the one that slants in all right. That's made an awful mess of Derek Randall's stumps there. An awful mess, and what a good bowling change that turned out to be. Gentle medium pace, and he's castled him all over the place.
Well, one would have said that it would have given England a little respite to have their fourth seamer on at such an early stage in the innings. But he plays all round the straight with disconsolate Randall. He's back into the pavilion. And it is just in his first over, just a straight ball, and Randall plays all round it. And then looks back to find the off stump removed.
We'll see that that was identical to the first innings. He pulls the bat across the line and then puts it back as the ball goes past. Almost impossible to believe it got through. That is almost an action replay of the first innings, where Randall pulled the bat across to the onside, pushed it back to the off, and in that fraction of a second, the ball got through.
Alan Lamb come in without his helmet. He had it knocked off in the first innings by Imran, and probably he could well have thought it might have constituted a danger if it fell off again. So he's out here, England's number 3, minus helmet, ready to take on everything that the Pakistanis have to throw against him.
He's out, LBW. Mudassir's taken 2 wickets in the over. And Pakistan have taken this game by the throat. Lamb out for naught. LBW to Mudassir, 9 for 2 in their second innings. England having been bowled out for 227.
Well, this change of bowling will go down as one of the best pieces of work in the series. And Mudassir without even moving a ball very much at all. And this is first over as Alan Lamb, LBW.
Well, there's the nursery in camera. Very wide on the bowling crease there. And Lamb is LBW. So 9 for 2. David Gower, the skipper, comes out, and not a very good moment for someone captaining their national side for the first time. Struggled yesterday. What a problem now for Imran Khan. Does he try and get back on to bowl at Gower? And he gave awful problems yesterday. And or does he leave Abdul Qadir on and Mudassir, who has just taken 2 wickets?
Well, I must admit I'd be inclined to get Imran back into the attack now to press home this advantage. Mudassir, fair enough, he's bowled 2 England batsmen out, but he hasn't done it through movement of the ball, more by the mistakes of batsmen. And I don't think anybody could grumble at Imran putting himself on immediately now.
an over for Madassa. A double wicket maiden. No wonder he's beaming.
It's quite a healthy wind out there today. Forecast, in fact, for the day has been short, sharp showers throughout the day. Bright sunshine in between, with a fresh wind blowing there all day.
He's gone. David Gower for naught. 9 for 3. Tavare is still on naught at the other end. And what a day it is for Madassa Nazar. He's been out of touch with the bat, picked up a pair at Edgbaston, and here he has 3 wickets in 2 overs.
Well, danger lurks in the most unobvious quarters in this game. Madassa pushes it a little wide, and Gower plays forward, not quite convincingly. And as the ball goes across him, he just gets a slight nick, and accepted gleefully by the Pakistan wicketkeeper.
And there's the shot from the nursery end. Is almost identical with the stroke Gower was playing so often against Imran yesterday and not getting a touch. Ian Botham comes out at 9 for 3. Those 9 runs having been made in 57 minutes. Well, that's not really his caper. I expect to see a little more militant movement out there from England now. Right, so Gower's gone. Madassa, the destroyer, is just about to come in again from the nursery end. Botham is ready.
And the first ball to Botham is not too bad. He's playing forward. The ball just holds its line, and he loses the edge of his bat.
It's been an extraordinary morning. It's been a great match so far, mainly for Pakistan. They've won the toss, they got away to a good start, made their 428. Declared, Old England out just short of the follow-on. And now they are within 7 wickets of a famous victory. Still a lot of cricket to go yet. Botham and Tavare went out there facing Madassa, who has 3 for none in 2 overs, and Abdul Qadir, who's again weaving his own little web from the pavilion end.
Well, that's it. 65 minutes, had 39 balls, yet to score. Well, he's still there. That's more than a set from 3 of them. That's it. Great roar of applause goes up. So at 26 minutes past 1, Chris Tavare moves off naught. 68 minutes to open his account. Mid off 3/4 of the way back to the boundary to deal with that good drive again of both of them. So the battle renewed between Qadir and Tavare. It's overpitched, that's a lovely shot. Tossed high and wide, and Tavare making the most of it. Glorious cover drive.
Well, a super shot here from Tavare. The bowler's confidence growing, he pitches it really up into the crease.
clear to both of them. Well, that's in the air and over the top. Perfectly safe.
Well, the challenge is there and accepted. Didn't quite get to the pitch of the ball, but I don't think he intended to. And he hit that right over the top of extra cover.
My word, that was a brave shot, because there's quite a deep extra cover there. Crash, 4 more. This has always got to be a fascinating duel.
And you never see cricket any better than this. The leg spinner bowling, and bowling well. As soon as there's a loose one, Ian Botham cuts loose. Magnificent square cut.
And again, that's a big one. Not far short of 6, high in the air, over the top of the bowler.
This really is tremendous stuff by Ian Botham. Picked it and hit it straight back over the bowler, just slightly on the onside.
And another big shout for LBW, which Imran obviously thought was fairly close.
Another good delivery from Imran. Botham plays him off the front foot. And it was near, but the umpire adjudges not out.
54 for 3 at lunch, and quite a revival there, led by Ian Botham. Chris Tavares not into double figures at that point, but Botham struck the ball beautifully, particularly when he was up against Abdul Qadir. Well, the players came out after lunch, 54 for 3, and they didn't have time to bowl a ball because the light closed in. It became very, very dark, and the umpires went off the field just as well they did too, because it gave the ground staff time to get the covers on. Torrential rain for a time, and 2.5 hours of play lost. We pick up play now after the resumption. It's the 3rd ball of the 3rd over, and Tavares in the previous over has pushed a single onto 55 for 3. Here he is now facing Abdul Qadir.
Well, flung the old bat at that, didn't quite go where he intended. And it's racing away down there to 3rd man. That heavy rain has slowed it up. And Sarfraz, not of course these days the fleetest of the Pakistan fielders, and no problem at all for the batsman to go through for 3. That's well bowled.
He's certainly picking out the line. Getting his pad behind the ball. Bat well hidden from that.
Well, it's a strange way to see Ian Botham playing cricket. It really is. It must be going very much against the nature. I think he knows it.
A little bit of adjustment to get his pad in line.
Well, these two have now put on 50. Remember, the England score at one time was 9 for 3. So it's gone on to 61 now. 15 to Tavares, 33 to Botham. A wry smile on Botham's face. Don't suppose that he's ever batted for 25 minutes before with Chris Tavares and been outscored by the Kent player. Botham yet to score since play was resumed. Lively bouncer, but no great problem. Botham avoiding it.
Well, Imran's trying everything from this different angle. Both them equal to the situation, playing an innings of responsibility.
That's there for the drive. High, wide and handsome, and the ball put away in great style.
Well, this was a super shot. The bowler really flighted it high, and it doesn't matter when it pitches right up in the block hole which way the ball's spinning.
Simran from the far end to Botham, and scores his first run. So 4 runs in fact, and Botham moves on to 37. Imran Khan again to Botham. Had a little feel at that, followed it down the slope.
Botham's first mistake since he went back. He just chases an outswinger.
Well, that's where you just don't bowl to Ian Botham. He's tried it before, he's received a similar sort of treatment. Glorious cover drive.
And a very wide half volley. It's the googly, but Ian Botham getting right across there, right to the pitch of the ball. Cracking shot.
He's coming back over the wicket now to a very queer field setting. Very good bowler, Abdul Qadir, but so far he hasn't got the management of his bowling organised. That's one of the reasons I say it's a queer field setting. There's no man on the offside. From slip around to deep cover on the fence. And it's allowed Ian Botham to bring up his 50. And what a good innings it's been. It's his 11th Test half-century. That doesn't include the 1100s he's made. He's faced only 94 balls, and a big percentage of those have been bowled by Abdul Qadir into the rough, and he's just patted them away. 7 boundaries, 51 out of 87. Imran Khan had come from the nursery end. And this poses another little question. If the umpires had a look at the light just a few minutes ago, when it was the same as it is now, that was when slower bowlers than Imran were in operation. What will they do now? Umpire Harold Bird is the man at square leg who'll be monitoring the ball going down the pitch and then having a look with the light meter to see what it says. Pakistan failed to get their full number of overs in out there, which means they won't give themselves a full opportunity of taking wickets. They can only have themselves to blame. Their over rate has been slow, and there's always the chance when you're getting up, well, here we are at 7 o'clock now, when you're getting up to this time, that the batsman will be given the light. And it's looking fairly murky to me out there at the moment. Well, murky it was, so much so that the umpires consulted their light meters, and then the batsmen and everyone scurried off the field. The umpires had to come back on. They were out in the centre, and it was rather an odd light for some time, because there was just one shaft of light away down the nursery end of the ground. And there's a young lad who took full advantage of it there for some sunbathing, until he was reminded that his place was behind the fence. And then out came the umpires at almost 20 to 8 in the evening, probably the only time we've had a test match restart at that time in the history of the game. Umpires Bird and Constant go out, followed by the players. The Pakistanis moved out, I won't say reluctantly, but they didn't seem all that keen to go out that time of night. It's almost supper time. And then the 2 players, Ian Botham and Chris Tavray, came out, Botham certainly reluctantly. Well, they had just time to bowl 1 over, and the queer thing was that the only reason they bowled it was that umpire Constant at the nursery end was holding his light meter in that shaft of sunlight. As soon as that over was bowled, and they did it from the pavilion end, it was quite clear there could be no more play. And things finished up like this. 95 for 3, the England card at the close of the day. Ian Botham, a most restrained and responsible innings for 55 not out, And Chris Tavare, well, he might have been slow. He faced the same number of balls as Ian Botham and finished up 24 not out, 95 for 3. And the bowling figures for Pakistan, a fine effort there from just one man. 6 overs, 3 maidens, 3 for 11, Mudassir Nazar, who's had a bad trot with the bat, but came in there today as a change bowler and did wonderfully well. Just at the bottom there, you can see what a blow he struck against England, with the first wicket falling at 9, the second at the same score, and so too the third. So the match position at the close of this 4th day, Pakistan 428 for 8 declared, England 227 and 95 for 3, need 106 to avoid an innings defeat. Now that's still quite a task. I was thinking at one stage today that the batsmen might give the bowlers something to bowl at tomorrow. That won't be so. England are still in the position of only being able to play for a draw. And Pakistan, well, I reckon they've lost themselves 21 overs in the 2 days by bowling their overs so slowly and then having the light come against them late in the day. And they'll only have themselves to blame if that costs them the chance of winning this match. The man who gave them that opportunity today, Mudassir Nazar. Tremendous performance from him. He's a very happy cricketer and a nice way for him to finish the... And one that was entirely unexpected, I suspect, even as far as Mudassir was concerned. 106 runs England needed to make Pakistan bat again at the start. We join play now in the 5th over. Just 3 extras added, and already there'd been 13 minutes lost by bad light at the start of the day. Here now is Imran Khan, and he's coming in to bowl to Ian Botham. 2 there. Hundred up for England for the loss of 3 wickets. They started at 95 for 3 this morning. Botham goes on to 57. 101 behind.
And this is Imran once again. That was a good ball. Cut away off the pitch. No question, both of them very well beaten there.
Yes, well, this was a good ball coming down the line of the stumps and drifting late just before the pitch.
Well, that was very wide, in fact, but good piece of bowling by Imran. Again, bowled it from the edge of the return crease. Hardly likely in Botham's mind that it would have gone the other way.
Well, he's certainly keeping Botham guessing here.
And that is definitely cut on that to bring it back. Fascinating over this. We've seen a little bit of everything coming from Imran, and very comfortably the best over of the morning this. .24 for Tavare, going on towards his 4th hour out there. 57 to both. Contest renewed again between Imran and Botham. Found that in the middle of the bat. 4 lovely runs for Ian Botham. On the few occasions he's had a ball offered to him to drive. Slice that away over the top of slips for 4. Never quite got his feet in the right position, but they all count. And Botham goes on to 66, and these two now have added 100. 102 to be precise for the 4th wicket.
And there we are, Nelson on the board as Nakesh bowls a real long up wide. Deserved the treatment.
Well, there he is, 4 1/4 hours, touching now for his 24. 3 Yorkshire supporters coming round the bat this morning singing "Come Back Geoffrey, all is forgiven." That's it. Not a single, but 2 indeed. That's bad luck, isn't it? Get locked out in the field. Three men there saving the single for both of them now. Short square leg and mid-wicket and mid-on and way back. Of course, there's a man just about at deep square. Similar sort of position, which he fell here in the first innings. And he's gone off a short ball. Madassa struck again. Sarfraz taking the catch in the gully. They're absolutely delighted. I think they're just about given up hope. But quite a loose delivery there, once again from Madassa, and Botham will kick himself all the way back. Never really got on top of it. He thought it was a gift for 4, but it's caused his downfall at 121 for 4. Disconcerting for a bowler of this pace to be swinging it around. Usual form is that the quicker you bowl, the less it'll swing. And he's picked that up nicely as Getting. Count it for that in-swing right in the middle of the bat. Sarfraz has given that one away, and it's 4 runs for Getting. It has appeared, and like he's been sent back.
Just what Madassa wanted and what Pakistan wanted. But it's real trouble for England now. 132 for 5, Getting gone for 7. And clever bowling there from Madassa.
Well, disaster here for Mike Gatting. Long hop outside the off stump, not getting his foot across at all, and a magnificent catch by Wasim Barry.
Just trying to think of any other opening batsman who's ever produced bowling figures of that kind. Splitting gully and second slip, and guess who's chasing it? The man who's been in the game all the way through this England innings, Madassa Nazar. There were 2 disasters there as far as England were concerned. The first, Botham getting out for 69, and then Gatting, that was a vital dismissal as well. Both of those to Madassa, who at lunchtime had 5 wickets, a tremendous performance from him, and one that will surprise a lot of people, particularly back in Pakistan. Here's the 4th over after the interval now. There are 8 runs added, and Chris Taburet has scored all of them. Imran Khan is the bowler, and Derek Pringle is taking strike.
Pringle having a bit of good fortune that's come the way of 1 or 2 others outside the off stump. Edged away. A streaky 4. I think it'd be difficult to get 4 through a lot of rare slips, but he's managed it. And the 150 comes up. He's got it through this time, tossed high, and Taburet couldn't resist the challenge. And he's put it away very nicely indeed through extra cover.
Good firm shot to bring up his 50. Just as phlegmatic in the scoring of that 50th as he has been all the way along. He stood at the other end and saw 3 men go down without the addition of a run. He's still there. And it may well be that in the context of this test match, he'd have played one of the finest innings for England. That's well caught. Pure reflex action there. Very good catch by Javed Miandad.
Well, I said this back path method doesn't pay, and here he pushes forward, bat and pad together, little nick onto his pad, and a lovely catch.
And he's got away with a full toss to start with. Out. Came back very sharply. Madassa has his 6th wicket. He's on his way to turning in some of the best bowling figures ever in a test match for Pakistan or any other country.
And Madassa firing this one in, getting Greg on the back foot. And that moved pretty sharply down the hill.
Very good cricket that from Chris Tavare.
And very, very sensible stuff from Tavare. This long hop from Madassa being clipped very firmly through mid-wicket. Very good shot, 4 valuable runs. And England now only needing 5 to avoid an innings defeat.
From wide on the crease there, but still Eddie Hemmings got it away. That darted in very, very sharply. The 200 comes up. 5 to Hemmings, 73 to Tavare.
Scores level, Imran Khan, the bowler. And look at that, the 2 faces of Chris Tavare here today. England nicely ahead for the first time. And he's dropped him. No, he's caught him. Second, third attempt. Tavare has gone for 82, and finally Imran Khan. Huge sigh of relief all over his face, has taken his first wicket and reduced England to 224 for 8.
And again from the far end, we see that ball swing quite late. Chris Tavare not quite getting across there. And Javed Miandad absolutely delighted at hanging on to that.
And no doubt be a rejuvenated Imran Khan now. He's steaming in even quicker than ever now. And a big shout going up, full toss round about the boot. Very similar ball there to that one that dismissed Robin Jackman. A nasty delivery to receive first ball. It was a swinging full toss, in fact.
And here it is, and it really does swing very late and hits him right on the back of the heel with those very light shoes on.
Taylor then to face the spinner. That's a nice shot. Gave it plenty of air. Taylor hoping he won't have to run, but in fact he will. So Bob off the mark with a couple of runs.
That clock hand has clicked over 1 minute. Play should have started 2 minutes past, which it did. Pakistan are out there well before the right time. England just right on the dot. And that's out. Imran Khan has struck again. Eddie Hemmings caught at the wicket by Wasim Bari. 235 for 9 now. Hemmings made 14. Good shot by Taylor. It's very fast on that side of the ground, although yesterday's rain slowed it up a little bit, but that was well timed by Bob Taylor.
Well, if England managed to draw this game in the end, there'll be many an argument as to whether Imran should have taken this new ball, which was due 27 overs ago.
Jackman's gone quietly on to 10 now, facing Imran. And kept that down quite skillfully. Even going through for sharp singles now.
Robin Jackman's playing very well now. He's settled in, he's got over the nervous start. And there we are. Imran at last taking this new ball in the, I think it was something like about 116th over. And if he takes a wicket this over, Pakistan will need 69 to win in 21 overs.
Invited the drive, and the challenge accepted by Jackman. Beautiful cover drive for 4. And he's out. Yes, he's given him out. Robin Jackman goes. Caught at full short leg. Qadir takes the wicket, and finally England are dismissed for 276.
276, and that's much better than it could have been for England, owing to that last wicket partnership between Taylor and Jackman. Taylor and Willis had a record 79 last wicket stand at Edgbaston. Today, that partnership realised 41, with Taylor 24 not out. A very fine effort, that. Chris Tavares top scored with 82, and in the course of that innings reached his 1,000 runs in Test cricket. Well, the 276 was reached with Imran Khan not taking the second new ball until the 117th over, and he finished the innings off then in just another 22 balls. He himself finished with 2 for 84. Superb bowling effort. The figures don't reflect the skill with which he bowled, and Abdul Qadir also finished with 2 wickets. But the sensation, Mudassir Nazar, 19 overs, 7 maidens and 6 for 32. That's a great effort. He broke the back of the England innings, and although one might throw away a little bit at his bowling and say that he doesn't do much in Lancashire League, it was a fine effort out there today. He moved the ball both ways and nonplussed all the England batsmen. I can tell you something about Mudassir Nazar. He is the only man I've been able to trace who is an opening batsman and has also taken the first 5 wickets of an opposition innings. It almost happened a long time ago. Vinu Menkad took 5 out of the first 6 in a match playing for India against Pakistan, and astonishingly, the man who stopped him doing the same thing as Mudassir Nazar did today was Mudassir's father. So quite a coincidence and a great day for Mudassir Nazar. It left Pakistan with 76 runs to make to win this match and achieve a famous victory. They had 18 overs in which to make them. Here's the second ball at the first over, no runs on the board, and Ian Botham is bowling to Mohsin Khan.
And quickly off the mark, through for a sharp single. So Botham to Javed. And he's away nicely with 4 runs. He's tying that in swinger quite perfectly down to long leg. Jackman into Mohsin. And that's where he favours it, round about his legs. Culture player on the leg side, 2 more. And it's never easy to defend a total like this on a big ground.
Just fractionally over 3 and over needed now. No problems at all for the batting side. Derek Randall. That is too far away for Randall. Good stroke that from Mohsin Khan. Beautiful stroke. Almost as though he was waiting for it, Javed Miandad, and he gave it a fearful thump past extra cover.
Absolutely superb square cutters. The way he got on top of that.
And in the centre of your picture there, Mudassir Nazar, who took 6 wickets today. Fantastic performance. 4. That's the winning run. Javed races from the field. Mohsin Khan doesn't. He's kissing the ground out there. The spectators invade and the Pakistan dressing room is delirious. Only 13.1 overs needed for those 77 runs. Mohsin Khan 39, Javed Miandad 26. A good move that by Imran Khan to push Javed Miandad up the list. Some fine running between the wickets there. Conclusive win for the Pakistan side with Botham, Jackman and Hemmings the only 3 bowlers used. The final result then, Pakistan 428 for 8 declared. England 227 and 276. Pakistan in their second innings 77 for naught in those 13.1 overs, and Pakistan won by 10 wickets. Well, straight after the game, at the presentation, Trevor Bailey named Mohsin Khan as man of the match. Well deserved too, a double century, 39 not out, and a marvellous catch running in to dismiss Ian Botham. Tremendous performance from him, and tremendous performance also from the Pakistan captain, Imran Khan, who turned in really great bowling effort, and Peter West spoke to him and to David Gower straight after the game.
Imran, many congratulations and well played, Pakistan. A terrific victory which must mean so much to you.
Well, it's an ambition fulfilled.
I know that when you came to talk at the end of the Edgbaston encounter, you felt frustrated, you felt you'd missed your chance.
Yeah, I felt so because I thought we'd in fact, if we batted half as well as we'd batted here, we would have won that test. I thought we'd had the match in our hand. But I think this, all the more reason why I'm so happy with this victory.
I think there are 2 or 3 points where we let it slip a bit. And with the weather that's been around, we should have had a great chance of saving it, really. Having got so close to saving the follow-on, had they had to bat again, and had we had to finish in this light ourselves, then obviously I think we might have just saved the game.
All I'll say one thing, Peter. I've forgotten about my 200. I've forgotten about my being man of the match. The only thing I remember, and I will remember, the win here at Lord's.
What more is it to say? You finished things in style. Well played.
Thank you very much. Thank you.
Not surprising, Mohsin Khan was very, very happy there talking to Peter West. Not surprising either that he stopped to give the pitch a quick kiss on the way back to the dressing room, where he was met by ecstatic teammates. Tremendous performance by Pakistan. They made all the running in this match. They closed their first innings after winning the toss. They bowled England out, made them follow on, and then bowled them out again. And they didn't just scrape home, they did it in style with many overs to spare at the end. And there's no reason at all, I can see, why they shouldn't win again at Headingley. But what a match that should be, because it will decide this series. 1-1 going into that match at Leeds, and a tremendous performance from Imran Khan.